Good evening. Welcome, everybody. I'm Kristine Drummond. I know it says Linda Evening on my screen, but I'm actually Kristine Drummond, and I'm super excited that you are joining us tonight on this amazing Own Your Own Life event. I'm super pumped because you're going to hear some amazing stories tonight around health and also around wealth, and how these amazing products in this amazing vehicle has transformed people's lives. Now, for me, I started in this amazing profession 6.5 years ago, and I fell in love with the products first. I was one of those really tired, lost mums who just needed more energy, and I wanted more mental clarity because it was so foggy. I couldn't see past the day that I was in, and I was just in survival mode. So a friend of mine, Fee Taylor, who you'll hear from later, she just had a 30-second conversation with me and said, why don't you try these natural products? You can still breastfeed with them. And those two things alone, knowing it was natural and knowing that I could still breastfeed with it, because let's face it, there's a lot of stuff out there that you can't. And there's a lot of warning labels on things. So that really, appealed to my values. I went and did my research. I started on the product, and day 12, ping, I started feeling flipping amazing. I felt so good that I wanted to jump into the business because I wanted everybody else that I loved and cared about to feel as good as I did. My parents had cancer, so I wanted to help repair their cells after all the damage, the treatment, and also the disease had done. And it just became a snowball effect, a ripple effect. People started jumping on it that I loved and cared about. Then they started sharing it with their friends and family. Now, I'm sure you'll appreciate that we're living in a different time right now. We're living in a fast-paced society. We're living in a time where people are, where people are just really stuck financially. I'll just make sure everyone's on mute, actually. That'll be really good. There we go. Yeah, we're living in a time where people are just really struggling financially or with their health. We have so much credit card debt, personal loan debt. It's insane, and it's weighing people down, and it's causing so much stress out there. So this event is all about designing your days and really creating that masterpiece life, whatever that looks like for you. And this could start off to be your plan B. Maybe it turns into your plan A. But whatever you're looking for, I know that I was looking for a community. I was looking for friends because I had moved up to the Gold Coast and I didn't know anybody. And I've been part of this tribe, as I said, for 6.5 years, and it feels more like a family now today. We have so much fun. We've got so much momentum, and it's just the most inspiring and empowering group of people that I've ever come across. So if you're looking for something like that, you could be in the right place. So sit back, relax, have an open mind, and listen to these amazing stories tonight. And the best part about this business is getting to do it with like-minded individuals. And my crazy soul sister, Candy Walters, is going to take it away and share these amazing products with you tonight. So when you're ready, honey, take yourself off mute and share away.
Oh, thank you, darling, and welcome, everyone. I am so privileged to be able to share these beautiful products and what they actually are. Sorry, we've just finished a workout, so I look like I'm a lobster. I just wanted to share a little bit about my story and how this came into my life. I'm a personal trainer, and I have seen so many products out there, tried and tested a lot of them, and they just didn't measure up. I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome, and other than the anxiety and the hormones and everything being out of balance, it was really my skin. I was suffering really bad adult acne, and it was just debilitating my complete self-esteem. I was a mess. So when someone showed this to me, I knew that it was really all about nutrition and nourishing my body. I did say no for 5 months, so I did my due diligence and did my research. And it's been 4.5 years plus now, and I will never look back. Yes, I look pretty sunburnt and red, but my skin is beautiful. Not only did that clear up around 4 months it took, but my energy skyrocketed, my sleep was better, my brain fog had lifted, and my, everything was regular. So there's all these different things that I didn't really care for. I thought I was already doing a great job, but obviously the world that we live in, like Kristine said, we're just not getting what our body actually needs to nourish. So I want to kind of go down the lane of who's ever had a green juice or a green smoothie before. Like, or, you know, some kind of juice if you're like, oh, I'm getting a bit sick, or, you know, I'm going to have some kind of tonic, or, you know, people always are reaching for these juices or smoothies because they know it's just a really quick way of getting extra fruit and veggies into their bodies to go and heal or do some kind of good. So this is what I love about Juice Plus. Juice Plus is a company who specializes in whole food nutrition. So they have even made the juices so much better, and they vine ripen and grow their fruits and veggies to a beautiful peak ripeness. Unlike a lot of the fruits and veggies that we eat now from our shops, sadly they're picked a little bit too early and gassed and ripened. But our company really gets that we really need nourishing fruits and veggies to actually then go and nourish our bodies. So they take a variety of fruits and veg, over 30 different fruits and veggies, and they put it all into like a big blender. And that includes the seeds, the pith, it's the skin. A lot of the fruit and veg that we're eating these days just doesn't have the, you know, it's either depleted or we're not eating where the nutrients are, like an orange. I'm not going to go and eat orange rind. Like, that's gross. But that's where a lot of the vitamin C is. So this is what the company gets. It's whole food. They're keeping the full food complete. They're putting it into a big blender. They're mulching it up so everything's there. They remove the water. A lot of the sugars are taken out. And then you're left with this beautiful powder that is just all the goodness that's from that fruit and veg. So this is a little capsule, and it's encapsulated into a vegan capsule to protect the enzymes and all the nutrients from the oxygen that normally kills everything off. So our pinnacle product is our fruits and veg and our berries. So that has over 30 different varieties. So think about eating a rainbow every day. We normally get the usual suspects in, but we do tend to kind of miss, you know, who's ever had a bilberry? Who's ever had an elderberry? Who eats kale every single day? You know, who eats a carrot every single day? A lot of the times we know what we need to do. We're just too busy and we're just not getting it. So this is the Army, Air Force, and Navy. This is immune-like protection to the max. We have so much disease out there, guys, so many autoimmune issues. These babies are in your bloodstream within 3 to 5 minutes going to work and allowing your body to heal itself and to really nourish from the inside out. So again, you know, we've got our fruits and veg, a big variety, and it's all vine ripened. Now, that powder is also turned into a little chewy form. So I haven't opened my pack, so they can't be trusted because they really taste really yummy. And being nearly 8 months pregnant, I can eat a pack in one sitting. But what it is, they've taken the powders and put it into a chewable form, and that allows our little ones to get the nourishment of 17 different fruits and veggies into their diet every single day without the fight. If there's mums and dads on the phone, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. So whether it's a really good day and they eat all their food that you've given them, or it's a really bad day and you're just getting through, you know you've got your nutritional safety belt on when you get these little chewies into their diet. The best thing about that, though, is that the company understand it's not just about our adult health, it's about our next generation, and they're all about contribution. So they actually have started the largest children's health study in the world, and that's utilising our Juice Plus, Chewies, and the capsules as well for our bigger kids. And what they're seeing in over 1 million children worldwide is that the kids are eating more fruits and veggies. They're drinking more water. They're having less sick days. You know, they've got more sustained moods and attitudes. You know, and, you know, they're having less sick days. They're not getting as bad colds. Or if they do get sick, maybe it's a day or two where it would have knocked them out weeks. So it's really having a massive effect. And guys, that is all complimentary. As part of our Healthy Starts for Families, kids between the age of 4 and 18 in Australia and New Zealand get their products for free. It is epic. Like, I just need to say that again. Get it for free. Who hands out free stuff these days? You know, and this is changing the health of our kids and our next generation. So that's why I jump out of bed, because that is the best thing that we could ever do. So it doesn't have to be your own child. It could be your niece, a nephew, a friend's child. You know, it's been great to see people help their friends who've maybe got children who are struggling with autoimmune diseases or health issues. So that is our Army, Air Force, Navy, all about our immune system. we have our omega. So the company saw a massive hole in our nutrition around omegas. So these are the essential fatty acids that our bodies need to thrive, and they're essential because our body does not create them. We have to actually take them in. Now, a lot of people get that you have, a krill oil or fish oil tablet. Juice Plus has just bypassed it. Fish don't create it. They're just like us. They have to get it from food source. So what they've done with our omegas is they've kept it vegan as well, like all of our products, kept it vegan and gone straight for the algae. And they've included, raspberry seeds and tomato seeds and a few other things in there. Cold pressed it all. So again, we've kept everything alive. And then they've encapsulated again at a beautiful technology to keep everything alive. So when it goes into your body recognizes it as food and it goes to work. So exactly like how Mother Nature intended. So that's our omegas there. We're seeing a beautiful results with this, people and their skin, their hair, their nails, but also around, just their moods, how they're feeling. It's feeding the brain. So we've got a big crisis around mental health and around depression and anxiety. I am such a believer, and I know for myself, this changed the way my brain worked. I am can remember stuff now. It's awesome. Even, being pregnant. So that is our essential fatty acids and our omegas looked after. And then the last product that we have, so we're not a massive catalog. They just find what we need and what is showing up around the world in our health gaps and go to work on creating the best way of solving that problem. So the other one, and this is what Drummo calls this her chocolate silk, and I call this my vanilla dream. So we are just not eating. And hands up, who had 3 to 5 meals today? Honestly. Look at us. Look, there's one. Okay, I'm seeing one hand. We are just not eating. Well done, Alison. We're just not eating the amount of food. And this is, I want to really be clear here. We might be eating food like products, but we're not eating nourishing meals like we used to. We're not sitting down and eating and being present with our food. So this is an amazing way of just bridging the gap, because on average in Australia, I think we're having about 2 meals a day. How is our body meant to be nourished and thrive on that? So these guys really just bridge a gap. It's a beautiful blend of protein, carbohydrates. You put it with the beautiful milk. You've got your fats in there. It's also jam-packed, with fiber, with gut healing mixtures in there, and also it's very high in niacin, so that's a natural mood booster, and it's amazing to see people who go onto the shakes, their levels and their moods change, which is beautiful. I love it. I love my chocolate silk in the afternoon. Absolutely, Drummo. These are perfect. If you're a breakfast skipper, get them into you. If you're working out, pre or post workouts, if you are having that 3 p.m. sugar hit the wall, just drop in energy, this just hits the spot. Great to trick the kids. They think they're having a Milo. Oh, you've just had 20 different plants. Whoopsie, sorrows. It's just a really great way, again, of nourishing that body. So, the great thing about it too, it's all backed up by science. This company really is about being the forefront and the best out there. We are the best. And they have all the research to back it up, constantly having it put to the test around cardiovascular disease, reducing inflammation in the body where most of our dis-ease comes from, looking at protecting our DNA, and so many other things out there. And it's all, totally out there for you to find on our websites and to go through. So I could sit here and go on all night, and most of you know I love a chat, but I'm not going to do that, because really I can tell you all the facts and I can tell you why I get excited, but what really makes this come to life is the stories, because each and every one of us has our own body's healing hierarchy. We have our own health, and we just never know what Juice Plus is going to do in every individual body. So I'm going to ask Tennille, if you're there, darling, just to take yourself off mute and just tell us, what was happening with your health before Juice Plus and why you said yes and what you've noticed in your journey, babe.
Thanks, Candy. Yes, Tennille here. Now, I'm a first-time mummy. I'm also got a personal training background as well, so I'm doing that at the moment. So I'm an ex-miner, ex-aviation, so I've done all the shift work. I've done the 7 on, 7 off, 12-hour shifts, and throughout all that, I was also going to the gym, and I considered myself as a healthy person before I was pregnant. And like you, Candy, I thought I tried everything, and I don't think anything was exactly right for my body. I was on the pre-workouts, I was on the recovery, and I was just hitting it really hard, but I still was having the afternoon naps because of the work I was doing, and I just wasn't feeling as energized or focused. I was foggy. And this product came into my life 2 years ago when I found out I was 8 weeks pregnant. So it was the best time that my ears were just hearing this product, because I wanted to just nourish my body best and as clean as possible for me and my little girl growing inside. And it before that, obviously, I was suffering with well, I'm a Maltese background, so olive skin, so I was getting a lot of pigmentation on my face, and I was very embarrassed because it was across my mouth here, so I was wearing makeup every day to cover up that. The product has faded that for me. I have not had a pimple in the 2 years. My sugar cravings have been dropped. My energy level has just peaked as well, and I still did. I went to the gym while I was pregnant. So hands up to you, Kenny, for still going, love. Still pushing weights, lifting, whatever you want to call it, and not having the pre-workout. I was having the products, and I was just feeling like the recovery time, the soreness, and I was just feeling so great. So this product has been amazing for me, more so energy-wise and clearing up my face. And my little girl is 16 months now, and she's hardly been sick. She loves the chewables. And I'm so grateful for this product. And my sleeping pattern has been really, really good because of the past I've had, ex-minor and the shift work. My body clock was out. So my sleeping pattern has just been great. And my partner keeps saying to me I'm snoring, but I must be having good. So,
also, it's so worth it. You'll have a happy wife.
So I've got many backgrounds, and I can so relate to you as a personal trainer, and hands down, I love this product. I love it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, beautiful. And I love, we all have different results, and that's what I think is just phenomenal, and different reasons why we try it, and different pains. So thank you so much, babe. I'm going to hand over to my beautiful friend, Vicki, to share your story, babe, of how it came into your life and what you've noticed, hon.
Hi, thank you so much for letting me share tonight. So 2.5 years ago, my husband brought home Juice Plus, and up until then, I was pretty athletic, but I never took nutrition seriously. And I remember being so tired in the car, sitting there just so incredibly tired, so I'd eat chocolate to give me energy, or I'd have a coffee to give me energy. And what I found I was doing is, because I was tired, I would be giving my children veggies, I'd be giving them soup, and then I would sneak away and I'd eat chocolate for energy. So my patterns are really, really, really wrong. And so what I found is, after taking Juice Plus, I ended up getting so much pride in my health that I actually started to take it seriously. It became a value for me, and it wasn't a value before. And what I found was the biggest thing was me being a role model for my children. So I wasn't living a fraudulent life in front of them anymore, and that's what really made the impact for me. So I feel so fabulous now, and I didn't used to feel that way. So that's been the biggest change for me, is the feeling of being fabulous, and that's what I love to share with others as well. So totally changed my life in that way, and I'm also so super happy, and I think that's partly because of the shakes as well, and having the nutrition just flood my body.
Oh, thanks, babe. And you really hit it on the head there. We are nothing without our health, guys. We can't do anything with our health. And this is what makes us jump out of bed every day, because we're seeing people in pain. And we just know that we just need more fruits and veg. We're the crazy fruits and veg people. But I'm going to hand it back to my beautiful friend Kristine to share about our mission.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you for those beautiful stories. We're going to switch gears a little bit now, and I'm going to share a little bit about the business side, or the mission behind these amazing products. Now, most of us have been in some sort of organization in our working career, and it's probably looked a little bit like this, where you've got the CEO at the top. He's making all the money, and we usually start off in an admin role, or a checkout chick, or trolley boy, or something like that. Now, for me, I was in the railway industry, and I came in as an admin assistant. I made it to the next level here. I made it to the next level, and then it was capped. I could not break through. There was no more positions for me. That was it. And I remember competing with all my work colleagues, all my friends, to get that one position. Has anyone else been in that situation where you feel kind of guilty, don't you, if you get the job, but then you're really pissed off if you don't get it and someone else gets it? It's a really cutthroat way to do things. And you know, my career was in human resources, so there was hundreds of people going for these positions and only one person getting it. And the guy at the top, you know, they didn't reward people for like 30 years of service or for loyalty. They always got the CEO from outside the company. So even if you wanted to work your way up to there, they never ever looked within the company to fill that spot. Plus, I saw the stress of the CEO. You know, yes, he was getting paid big bucks, but oh my goodness, he was in such a stressful position. And I'm sure a lot of you, if you've owned your own business before, you probably have felt that stress as well. You know, especially if you've got staff underneath you, it becomes a bit of an adult kindergarten. And I had my own PT business, and I was the CEO, I was the admin, I was the marketing, you know, I had to wear all the hats, and it was very lonely actually trying to run my own PT business. So what I love about the Juice Plus business is it looks a bit more like this. Like everybody comes in at the same position, and everybody, yep, we've got promotional levels, but there's not just one position at the top. There's multiple positions, and our key pinnacle position is called National Marketing Director. And I can't tell you how many thousands of national marketing directors are around the world. It's insane because it's totally achievable. And when you get there, you're earning a full-time income, which is really cool. But some of the, I suppose, misconceptions that people have with a profession like this is a lot of people think you have to go and be really salesy and hunt down all your friends and family. Now, my answer to that is, yes, you want to share these amazing products with your family and friends, because aren't they the ones that you love and care about? Aren't they the ones that you want to have longevity and give them energy and vitality? So, of course, we want you to help share it with them. But I just want to show you the power of numbers here and how this business actually works. So if you just brought 2 people into the business and you taught them, you know, how to reach out to 2 people each, how to get people on events like this, and they went and did that, and then they shared it with 4 people, and then those 4 people went and shared it with 2 people each, and then those 8 people went and shared it with 2 people each. All of a sudden, just by you sharing it with 2 people, you've got over 60 people in your business, which is really, really cool. And then we thought, well, what happens if we increase that gap by 3? Why don't we take it to 5? And I really want you to get the idea of the compound effect here. You know, it adds up so quickly and makes a massive difference to your bottom line. 3125, I think it is. So you've got about 4,000 people in your team, but you didn't have to go and find those 4,000 people. You didn't have to go and hunt down those 4,000 people. All you did was you shared this amazing opportunity with 5 people. 5 people in your life who you know are probably hating their job. They want to sack their boss. Maybe they're a stay-at-home mum that's really lost or really bored. Maybe they're looking for a community. Maybe you know someone that just wants to be their own boss. They're looking for a business and haven't quite found the one that aligns with their values. Whoever it is, you probably had no more than 5, but there'd be 5 people in your life right now that this could be an awesome fit. And all we do is we share it with those people, and then it becomes a ripple effect. So for me, when I came into the business, Fee shared it with me, and then I went and shared it with a girl called Sabrina, and then Sabrina went and shared it with Beck, and then Beck went and shared it with Vicki and Joel, and then Joel and Vicki went and shared it with Liz. Now, I didn't even know Sabrina when she came into my business, but this is the power of conversations. This is the power of connections, guys, you know, and then you kind of branch out and you share it with more people, so it starts going a little bit nuts. But I want you to know that this is a very simple business model. Is it always easy? Of course it's not always easy. Anything worth fighting for is not easy. But it is very simple, and you can absolutely set yourself up for the rest of your life by doing this little part-time hustle and taking away some of that financial pressure that so many of us are feeling, especially around this time of year coming into the season, and we're in so much financial debt. So now we're going to switch over. I'm going to hand it over to Fee, and we're going to actually talk about the money behind this amazing business. So take it away, honey.
Awesome. Thank you, Kristine. So great to have you all here. I'm loving looking at all your shiny faces, and it's a privilege to get to talk to you a little bit about the money. So like Kristine, I also did the corporate thing, got to the glass ceiling of that, decided to make the right decision and go into business for myself and have all this time freedom. But of course that was a load of BS, because all I had was massive overheads and staff problems and transient in the fitness industry. So lots and lots of headaches. So when this came across, you know, at first I had to have a lot of questions answered, but right now I can't be more grateful for what I have and what this business has shown me, and how we actually make money helping people more than I could have ever done in the fitness industry. So I've got also a whiteboard to share with you. I'm going to show you how we get paid. So we get paid 3 different ways in this business, which is completely different to how I've been paid in the past. Generally, how I got paid in, you know, there wasn't a Christmas bonus when I was in corporate. I think that's just a myth. And, you know, once I had my own business, I was lucky to get paid. By the time I paid all my overheads, there was very little left for me. I was really working because I loved helping people. But this way, in this business, we get paid 3 ways. So the first way we get paid is our retail sales profit. So every time a product ships out, the company pays us retail sales profit back into our bank account regularly, like clockwork. On the 10th of every month, we get paid the retail sales profit on the orders that we have accumulated for that previous month. The other way we get paid is a performance bonus or a commissions. And depending on where you are in the business and in the structure, will depend on how much that commission is. But basically, it starts at 4 and it goes all the way up to 14. But there's also some extra performance bonuses on top of the volume that's going through your business as well. And we like to call that our beach money, because that's the residual income that trickles into your bank account when you are literally on the beach or asleep. And the fact that we are in 27 countries, you have the opportunity to build business in a number of different countries. And honestly, money comes into my bank account from people doing business in different countries, and they're working while I'm sleeping. So it's the amazing way that this pay plan is set up. The other really exciting way we get paid, I hope you can see this, is bonus money. Who likes bonuses? And this is real. This is not pretend. This is not the myth. There is actual bonus money available in this business. And I don't know if you can read that, because I don't know how well you can see my screen. But basically, there's bonuses that start out as $100 and go all the way through to $3,000, just based on moving through the pay plan. So that's just the first part of our bonus structure. But as we go through these bonuses and building our team, what happens? Can you see my stick figures down the bottom? Can you see them down there all holding hands and looking happy? It's kind of like a paper chain. And what happens is, when I brought Kristine into the business and we got to work and we helped her build a business, I was teaching her. Linda taught me. I was teaching Kristine. Kristine's teaching Beck. We're all helping each other, and we get to join forces and we get paid to help people. So not only are we getting paid on the retail sales profit of our customers, but we're also getting paid to help our team members that we bring in. So every time Kristine got a bonus, I got the same bonus. How good is that? So I've never been part of a business that's ever given me a bonus, let alone give me a bonus for helping a team member achieve what they were aiming for as well. And so this Teach to Teach bonus really does create this amazing community, because we're all out to help each other. We're all out to help people succeed. And based on the bonus structure, we're all being rewarded for the work that we're doing. The other really amazing thing about the way we get paid, and you might have heard about situations where you kind of hold a lot of stock and all that kind of stuff, or you've got to have like a massive kit. As you've heard Candy talk about, we don't have a massive product range, and the only products that you keep in your home are the products that you're using yourself. Every time you pop an order in, the company does all the work for you. They ship it out to the customer, they collect the money from the customer, and basically the 10th of the month, they pop the money into your account. So the business plan is quite amazing. As Kristine said, it's not an easy system, but it's simple. It really is a simple way to build up some residual income, because in order to build other residual income, you're looking at doing investment properties and all that sort of stuff, and you have to have a lot of money to invest upfront in order to get a return on those. So I'm going to hand over to Beck, who is hiding in here somewhere in my... Where are you, Beck McCallum? Take yourself off mute.
I'm under Kane.
Oh, there you are. No wonder I couldn't find you. You two are incognito this evening under Linda and Kane. So what I would love you to do, Beck, is tell us a little bit about what Juice Plus, the business, what was life before the Juice Plus business, and what have you been able to achieve since you've been part of our community?
Okay, thank you so much, Fee. So I've been in the business about 4 years now. I went back to work because I had 3 children under 3, and honestly, I couldn't stand the wiggles any longer. Got my career, was really excited, and but they kept getting sick. Having to send my kids to daycare sick or come home from work early. Long story short, I had to quit my job because they just kept getting sick, and I found myself doing something that I swore I would never do at the age of 34, and I was working in drive-through Maccas. Woo! So definitely not the career I'd chosen, and because I was one of the older employees, I had to work the morning shift. We didn't have a car, so we only had one car, which my husband needed, so I would have to cycle to work at 3 o'clock in the morning, pouring rain, freezing cold, spiders' webs in my face. It was awful, and I just remember thinking, this is not the Australian dream my husband had promised me. And so my friend came to me and offered me the opportunity with Juice Plus, and honestly, I'd already done network marketing companies before, and I said no way. But in the end, I was like, well, look at where my life is. There's got to be something more for me. So I said yes to the opportunity, and I remember the first paycheck I got, I actually rang head office and said that I think that they got my pay wrong because I'd been paid like $250, and I was so excited I took my husband for lunch. Anyway, fast forward a few years, like I said, I've been in the business 4 years now, and I found out in July that my mum had breast cancer. And something that I always wanted to be able to do is go back to the UK if I ever needed to. Now, I can honestly say, because of this business, I'm going back to the UK in February, the end of February, and I'm taking the 3 children and my husband. We're homeschooling the children. I've already booked some of our European trips as well, and that is because of this business, because I have time freedom now, and I have money that comes into my bank account every single month. Even when I'm sitting on a beach in Santorini, I know that I can do this business because all I need is a phone and a Wi-Fi. So this business really is it's really freedom.
Beautiful, Beck. Thank you so much for sharing. I could not agree more. I've had some amazing holidays and been away and knowing that residual income aspect is there as well. And to be able to do this from anywhere it's just such an honour to be able to do it and help so many people around the world with either their health or their wealth. So you might have a lot of questions And I know that I did. When Linda first started talking to me about the business opportunity, the products I totally got from a fitness point perspective and from a health professional, I really understood that. But the business side of it, I had lots of questions, and I was so grateful that she took the time to educate me and show me what this really was, so that I was able over time to build up this residual income that I have now. And so if you have questions, we are here and we are transparent. We want you to ask questions of the person that invited you to this call tonight. We want you to get those questions answered so you can see if this could be something that could help you, you know, with a car repayment, or towards Christmas, or towards paying off some credit card debt, or taking the family on a holiday. This really does allow people to dream again. It's, you know, as Beck says, you know, to be able to have that ability to fly back to the UK when she needs to family, is something that she probably wouldn't have been able to do if she was still working in the drive-through, which I'm sure she wouldn't still be doing. But having said that, you know, if we're stuck in a job without time freedom, without the ability to take time and go when we need to, you know, whose life are we living? Whose values are we living with? So what I know to be true is that this can be whatever you want it to be. And I really implore you to ask yourself, what if this could be the way? What if this could be a way to build that residual income, or build an extra stream of income into your family's home and help you to dream a little, or, you know, as I say, pay off a bit of a holiday, or do something with your family that you've really been putting on the back burner for such a long time. We are here to support you. We are here to answer your questions. We have amazing systems for you to tap into. And I'd love you to go back and talk to the person that's invited you either on tonight or to watch this recording. So guys, with that, we're going to wrap it up. And I just want to thank you all very much for being part of our Own Your Own Life event this evening. Thank you so much for everybody who has shared their stories and presented tonight. We're here every Tuesday night on the same that channel, same Zoom number. You can tune in to us anytime. Invite people along if you want, you know, someone else to see what we're talking about, or come back and, you know, we've got the chat at the bottom. You're more than welcome to pop any comments or questions in there. So guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Have an amazing night. We hope to see you back here next week.